have not been live in like forever. This was the first topic that came to my mind for some reason. So pick a card, why people are attracted to you. If you're waiting on a spell, they're uploading right now. I've got 3 or 4 uploading right now. So it will be sent to you within the hour after I'm done with this. All right. Number 1, if you chose message number 1, why are people attracted to you? Oh, if you'd like your own reading, go to naomitarot.com. Spells, life coaching sessions, incantations. Better order them while you can. This is my last warning. The reason why I have not been on here much, I am going to be quite busy without providing too much detail about my life because I'd rather not until I'm sure. I'm not going to really have the time that I used to anymore. It's going to get even more sparse after the past couple of weeks. So if you want to order something like a reading, a spell, a life coaching session, something like that, you better order it because I may not have the time for it. I'm not really sure. I will, but it will be like limited people that I can take because I'm going to be very busy with things starting Monday. So that's it. Thank you guys for subscribing and joining, and share my information about my channel to anybody who'd like. There'll at least be a video or 2 per week, but I can't guarantee any more than that. And thank you so much, Karen, for coming. And yeah, we're going to start. So why are people attracted to you? This could be sexual. It could also be why are they attracted to you as a friend? What do they like about you as a coworker? You can apply it the way you see it. If I get really obvious, blatant, like platonic or sexual messages, I'll share that. But this is I'm going to try to make it as general as possible, like why people are attracted to you in general. It doesn't have to be physical. Okay. So message number 1, and there's going to be a couple more Patreon videos. I know it's at the very end of the month, but I'm going to do probably 2 more before the end of this month to whoever has subscribed on there. I didn't forget you because I know that's a paid thing. So 148 is message 1. Okay. 148 is message. Let me just actually write that down. So people are attracted to your ability to start over again. Like you have an energy about you that like doesn't give up. It's like reinvents yourself. Like you're a bit of a chameleon, and also you're somebody who like bounces back. Like you're either the real version of a manic pixie dream girl, or you're like the older version of it, I guess, a manic pixie dream lady. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's a movie trope. So it's kind of like a trope of like this girl who's whimsical. She's usually in her 20s, doesn't have to be though. And she like always starts over again and like lives her life on her terms and might be a little, off the beaten path. So you're like off the beaten path. Like the Fool is somebody who takes chances. Doesn't have to be literally manic pixie dream girl, but that's like the thing I'm thinking of. You can even look that up on YouTube if you want to know what I'm talking about. It's a movie trope. And you're just somebody who reinvents yourself all the time. You know, you're ready to do that. People find that admirable, that you don't let life get you down, and you're a chameleon. You reinvent yourself. You start over again. And they just really think, despite like this other devil stuff, people would call devil stuff like temptation, and they try to stay away from it. You take chances. So it's like devil energy in a good way. It's like you dip your toe in temptation. You don't get so consumed by temptation that you become an addict or something, but you dip your toe in it. You live on the edge of life. You have fun. You know how to have fun. And they wish that they could do that too. You're like the creator of your own life. So there's this very Gemini archetype energy to this. It doesn't mean that you have to be a Gemini if you're watching number 1. It's just like an archetypal energy. Like maybe it's somewhere in your chart. If it's not, it's just some energy influencing you. And it's like you take chances and you're here and you're there and you can be kind of spontaneous and, like Sagittarius Gemini energy. Especially I think of Gemini because I think of bumblebees or hummingbirds flitting from flower to flower, going here and going there. Dynamic energy, reinvention energy, chameleon energy. They like that you reinvent yourself. They like that you're creative and interesting. They like that you enjoy things in your life, but you don't let it consume you. Okay. You chose message number 2. Message number 2. They like you because, or they're attracted to you because, well, number 2, it's almost like you're kind of like the opposite of number 1 in a way. when big things happen in life or tumultuous things happen in life, you are this rock. Like you're this person who's guided by temperance. You're this person who still stays steady and strong and has hope for the future and maintains this sense of that peace within. I can still maintain a center. I can still, you know, be within myself. And even if the outside world is crazy, I can still be okay. And you're somebody who follows rules and regulation to some degree. This talks about tradition, but at the same time, you're flexible, right? You're sturdy and follow tradition, yet you're flexible. It's like a dichotomy with you. I don't know if oxymoron is the right word. I don't think so. I think it's dichotomy. Even when things are falling apart around you, you're like that stable force that uses temperance, that feels like there's this divine presence within, that you're just like there. And people are like, wow, how do they maintain that ability to just stay still? Like you can stay still a long time. Whereas number one just reinvents himself over and over again. You just stay consistent and you stay still no matter what crazy things happen in the world. You're that, you know, the voice of reason. You give others hope with that. They feel like they can rely on you. They feel like you're dependable. They're attracted to your sense of maturity. You're kind of like an older sister or older brother archetype to people, or an auntie archetype or an uncle archetype. You're somebody like, I think of like auntie, like how other cultures call aunties not real aunties. Like my cousin, for instance, it's similar to the Black community or African American community in the sense that my cousin's Native American and they call all elders auntie. And the auntie is like the wise one you're supposed to look up to. It's like that kind of archetype. So even if you're like a second cousin, like I am to her kids, for instance, you would be called auntie. So that's what I think of when I think of this energy. Is like, I'm not talking about myself. I'm just explaining the auntie archetype. Is like auntie. Like what is an auntie to certain cultures? It's like that person who is like, they have that wise word for people who are related or not related, and maybe they just say auntie as a respect word, and they're always there, and they have that temperate, like wise knowledge, and like they're the person that gives the young ones or the people who look up to them hope, and that things, you know, they're the voice of reason, right? Even if things are crazy around them, they can still like look up to that person. So I think of that as an archetype, and I also think it's just like somebody who's like an elder. Even if they're not older, they give off this old soul elder energy. So this is what people admire about you. They think you're just this very, whether or not you really are, you project that to people. Strong, sturdy, wise person. High priestess energy too would qualify for that. Even though we didn't get that card, isn't that funny? That's what I'm thinking of. Message number 3. What are they attracted to you for? What do they like about you? They feel like you're a very strong woman. You could be a man too, but a strong woman. You see that? Strong woman. And they feel like you're flexible with the endings and new beginnings in life, because this could mean tradition, but it can also mean change. And because it came out near the death card, I think it means more change than tradition, right? It's interesting because this card can mean both. Tradition you think of as staying the same. Change you think of as having to like reinvent, right? Or just go along with changes, or be okay with changes, or accept change. It's funny that this card can represent both things. It's because it's number 5, and 5 represents change. So it's like you're somebody who is strong, and despite all these changes that have gone on around you, or changes that you've seen in life, you've maintained this sense of strength and dignity and regality. They also might admire like your style or your personal presentation, because the Empress has to do with Taurus energy. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and that is a very like particularly feminine archetypal energy. Doesn't have to be, could be a man watching this, but feminine archetypal energy that talks about beauty and physical appearance, because Venus is involved there. So they could think that you're a strong woman who also has like this great style and like this interesting physical way of presenting yourself. And, they admire that, that you just, with all the changes around you or the changes that you've seen in life, like you're so wise and you're so strong, and they're like, wow. So it's similar to number 2 kind of, but It's also that they see you as very determined, and you found balance in your life because of your determination. Like, you don't let things get you down. It's very strong energy, right? But at the same time, like, they really like whatever you're doing physically, maybe with your house or your clothes. Something physical around you or on you is very attractive to people. They think you're very regal. They think that you have a very attractive style of dress or decoration taste with your home. And they just feel like overall you're just a very strong person. You're somebody who's like, you don't let things get you down. You know, you keep going forward and creating for yourself. So there's a theme with all three numbers, if you want to take the theme of all three numbers into account, that you don't let things get you down. Whoever's watching this, what people like about you, what they're attracted to in you, is that you don't give up, that you keep, there's a theme of, I don't let things get me down. And what I have to teach you in this earth, the people who admire you, that you're teaching them, is don't give up. Don't let things get you down. Whatever style 1, 2, or 3 does it, and it's the same theme. It's like, don't let things get you down. The wisdom that I've learned through this life is there's always a chance to change. There's always a chance for a new beginning. There's always a chance for a fresh start. I think that was like a quote on a yogi chai tea bag that I saw. But you know what I mean? There's always a chance for a fresh start. That's a theme. People admire that aspect, that you have not let life totally jade you, even if sometimes it seems like it. You haven't let it totally do that to you. So people like that about you. So that's what I have. Thanks for watching, you guys. And Karen, Cheryl. Oh, hi, Melissa. Thank you for coming on here. Oh, that's so sweet. I didn't even see that until now because I don't have my contacts or glasses in. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Oh, I like that you called me that. Hi, Sally, Melissa. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. And as I said, if you want to get a reading or any of my other services, definitely get one, because I'm going to be really busy starting on Monday. So yeah, and if you're looking to watch Patreon videos, go on Patreon. There's going to be 2 more up. They're going to be one about current events and one more about the royals. And I'll try to do a royal public one on the other channel, but I can't guarantee that. The Patreon ones I'm definitely going to do, though, before the end of this month. So check those out. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.